Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Another week, another adventure. How's everybody doing out there? Hey, James G. Hey, Organ Leaf. Hey, DJ Marlis. Hey, Sonanish. Hey, Bard. Hey, David. Let me turn down my music feed here. I gotta get the ducking working again. I realized I had the music ducking and then I removed it because I was having so many problems, but things are good, Organ Leaf. It snowed. It snowed like 6 inches. This is the view outside the shop right now. Looks like it looks a little less than it felt like this morning and last night. But yeah. It's nice. Everything was really pretty when I got up this morning, so that's nice. And I have something very exciting that's supposed to be arriving today. Actually, I was gonna check on that. I ordered a mill. I've been looking for a CNC mill because I need to mill out the hole for the USB-C jack on the USB-C iPhone project. But RoboGreg convinced me that actually I probably just want a manual mill for it. So I bought a mill drill sort of deal. Off of, he found it on Amazon, but it's a Wen, the same people that made my air filter. And supposedly it's arriving today. So let me double check the tracking on it. It's arriving like freight, not like DHL, but like R&L. That's arriving on like a semi. And I haven't heard from them, but it says it was supposed to arrive today. So, estimated delivery is today. So, I don't know. The moral of the story is there that maybe I will have to end the stream abruptly if I get a call that the truck has arrived. Because I need to go meet it out at the guard shack. So, because I don't want them to put it on the ground because the thing is freaking heavy. And I don't want to have to lift it into the back of my truck. So, it's not huge. It's not like a Bridgeport. It's like, I think it's 130 pounds, but I don't know what it is in the box. So we'll see. Hey, KWF. I'm glad you're joining us. Hey, Obsidian. Oop. I just got a call. Who was that call from? Hang on. Let me look. What's going on here? I got a briefly missed call. Might have spoken too soon. I don't know. Don't know. Look again. Oh, yep. Hang on. That might be it. Give me a minute. Oh, no. That wasn't it. It was the guard shack, but we just got a smaller package, not a big one. Okay. All right. Sweet. Yeah. Hey, Upside Down Lemon. Hey, Ceviche Law. Hey, Mad Viper. So, I thought we would try and finish the open book today. Get some stuff out of the way. If you have missed the past couple streams, we have been working on this open source ebook reader called the Open Book. And not my design, designed by a guy in the name of Joey Castillo from Oddly Specific Objects. And I've done all of the assembly except for the screen itself, which goes here. But we're at the flashing firmware stage. And so we got stuck yesterday, or last stream on Friday, with not having the Atmail Studio installed on Windows. But I have done that. That's why the stream started a little bit late. My apologies. And so we're going to try and flash the bootloader here. Oh, and I need to go grab the JLink for that. As far as what I'm drinking, I am drinking a somewhat gross-looking concoction of dried powdered greens and lemon juice and water. But it tastes good. It tastes all right. Yeah. In pandemic times, I've been eating less greens than I would like, so I've been supplementing. As far as what micro this uses an Atmel SAM-D51. So I don't really have much experience with that microcontroller, but we have a JLink and we are ready for adventure. So in theory, this will do what we need. Yeah, all right. So, let's see. Let me plug some stuff in. Get stuff sorted out here. So, actually, we can go back to this view. So this is a programmer to program the bootloader on the chip so that it knows how to talk to the USB port. So this is the very bare level programming that we need to do to get this thing to start talking. And then we'll be able to do all the rest of our programming over the USB port. So, hey Bardwidge, thank you for the bits. Hey Raphael. Yes, I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad I'm streaming too. Okay, so in theory, this is the setup we need to program this sucker. Let me rearrange some windows here on the Windows side of things and see if we can't get the Microchip Studio to behave and do what we want. Let's see, let me get this arranged here. Okay, here. So this is what I'm looking at. Let's, I don't know, stick this somewhere. Hey Kraz. All right, so, the last thing we need is, what are we programming on here? I forgot that part. Let's see, let's pull up some project links here. So this is the links to the project we're working on. And I'm partly pulling it up so I can pull up the instructions. Source code. Actually, let's open the documentation. Hang on. Let me get some things set up here. All right. So here's the documentation. Well, this is not yet to the documentation. This is the page for buying the circuit board. And flashing the bootloader is where we're at. Okay. Aha! This was my lack of reading comprehension yesterday. Okay, so we can use it and Atmel Studio to burn the bootloader. Okay, so we're following this here. Okay, let's move this over to the Windows machine. And we'll be in business. Okay. Here we are. Oops. I thought I had this up. Here we go. All right. So I have installed Atmel Studio. Setting up the JLink. I think we're okay there. Should we do that? I don't know that I've actually installed the JLink stuff for Windows. We might have to do that still. JLink downloads. Let's do that. All right. JLink. What do we want? Embedded. These are manuals. hard to read. Documentation. We don't want documentation. We want software. Windows. Download. Sorry for not doing this before the stream. I didn't read the instructions carefully. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, I felt overwhelmed in the Chinese markets for a long time. But I've spent so long wandering around the main markets that I pretty much know my way around at this point. Though, I don't know, probably a lot has changed between when I was last there and now. But I have some sense of where all the buildings are and how to get from floor to floor and things like that. So even if I don't know where specific vendors are anymore. So yeah, it was a real learning process for me, maybe 6 months to a year to really understand how to navigate it. So here, I'll just switch this view here. You don't need to see me installing stuff. Yeah. Hey, Panda Boy. Yeah, I was just thinking I'd follow the instructions that Adafruit gave for doing specifically this, because I don't know, following the instructions is sometimes a good thing. Okay, I think we're in business now. Let's see if I can pull up JLink stuff. JLink configurator, I think is what we want. Yes. Accept. Cloud access. Okay, so what do we want to do? Okay. Tick the box next to the device we want to update. Update firmware. Yes. Okay. Oh, I absolutely miss Shenzhen and the markets and stuff. 100%. Absolutely. One second, I'll move this camera over slightly. There. Yes, I absolutely miss it. Okay. I think we're done. Let's try. Let's see. Update the firmware. Yes. Verify connection. Okay. Open up Atmel Studio. Go to Tools. Device Programming. Okay. Tool is JLink, which we're seeing. Great. And we're going to do ATSAMD. Let's see, can we type it in here? ATSAMD. I think we've got something else here, though. Not what they're referring to. ATSAMD 51 1J 19A. That one. SWD interface. Yes. Apply. Okay. Make sure your board is plugged in. And then click read. Oh, I think we need to power it with USB. We do that. Hey, Krillin. Well, Octagon Cake, it's not actually as simple as you would think in terms of getting from one floor to the other. Some of these buildings are quite maze-like, and it is not straightforward. So there are nooks and crannies that you wouldn't necessarily know how to get to. So. Oh, huh. I had some blinky. Okay, there we go. Got blinky action. Okay. Okay. So, let me get my jar of sludge out of the frame here. Yes, KWF is doing a good job explaining it. Okay, read. Okay, we're reading a device signature. Hooray! Target voltage. Okay. Good. Make sure these values appear before proceeding. The board is not detected or your wiring is not detected. Okay, yes. Unset bootloader protection fuse. That sounds a little scary. Go to fuses. And look for the boot prop fuse. Oop, we need to click read. Boot prot. I bet it's that. Okay. Okay, I think that's right. Okay, program a binary file. On the sidebar, click Memories. Select the bootloader. Okay, I need to know what bootloader. See, this is what I got stuck on yesterday. What bootloader are we putting on here? Yes, Talarain, we are about to brick something. Correct. Fortunately, I have more chips, more processors. I'm looking at the Mac right now. What bootloader are we supposed to put on here? It is not clear to me. Flashing the bootloader. UF2 bootloader from Adafruit and Microsoft. Okay, let's get that one. There we go. Do I have to build it? Do you have a release somewhere? Releases. Oh, good lord. What bootloader? Ah. Anyone got any ideas? Ah, that wasn't what I wanted. Looking at this. Sorry, I'm looking at this again. And there are like a bazillion different bootloaders, which are all for things that have Adafruit names, not chip names. Whoa, and I keep bringing up feedback instead of hitting Control F. Let's see. Hang on one sec. I need to make sure that I'm not missing that package. Okay. I don't know. M4. See why... Feather M4? Looking back at the Mac here. Is the bootloader in the OpenBook repo, maybe? Jeez. Try the feather one. Is there anything ending in blarg? That's keyhead stuff. That's boards. Huh. Here we go. What's this? Is this going to take me to the releases page? Let's see what... OpenBook is not listed in... Oh my god, there's one for OpenBook! Aha! Okay. How would I possibly have known that? Okay. Okay. So. We're going to flash it. Where'd it go? All files. This. Okay, let's go back and look at our instructions. Oops, I'm sorry. Programming the bootloader. Memories, select the bootloader in Flash. Select erase Flash before programming here. And verify Flash after programming. And then click program. Okay, here goes nothing. Hey, Buck Naked. Verifying Flash. Okay. I think that worked. Oh my god. And it appears to be showing up on the PC. I see book boot. That's pretty sweet. I think that worked. This is what I'm seeing over here. So I see book boot here. Okay. Awesome. Making progress. Okay. So. We're done with those instructions, I think. And that and that. Okay, flashing the bootloader. I think we have done that. Testing the hardware. Okay. Oh, I don't know that we have a battery, but that's okay. Hey, Honoris. Bard, thank you for all the bits. It's very generous. Okay, let's open up Arduino. Okay, so let's see. Let's unplug some stuff. I want to get rid of this JLink now. I don't think we need it anymore. And it's really dark. Okay. So, what are we doing? We are opening up Arduino. I didn't want to open that up. Go away. Okay, so this is the system test. Oops. Okay, we've gotten the system test open. So we plug in okay. I don't have a battery, but that's okay. So double tap the reset button. I don't know which way this switch is supposed to be, but okay. Plug in the computer and run the sketch. And then open serial monitor. Oh, wait, I have to select the right board. Got that board. What port should it be on? Leave that port there. Let's try this again. And serial monitor. Okay. And nothing is happening. Oh, there we go. Let's see if this works. Oh, that looks good. It looked good. Operation failed. Okay. Read word. No, I don't think we need sudo. Let's try it again. Let's see if we've got everything set up here right. Let's turn on debug. Get the board info. Okay, let's try this again. Don't think we need sudo, but you never know. Oops. This has to be there. Let's try this again. Oop, couldn't open the port. What? What just happened? That's weird. Ooh, now it's kind of crashy. Yes, there is sudo on a Mac. Well, that's kind of crashing. Let's kill it and start over. Hmm. Okay, it disappeared on me. That looks good. I must have not hit reset at the right time. Okay. Ooh! Ooh! It's doing a thing! This sketch runs interactively in the Arduino serial monitor. When prompted to take an action, take that action. Some tests require you to answer a question. Enter a single letter in response to each prompt. Testing power, testing internal storage. Okay. I do not have an SD card in the slot right now, so C to continue. I'll send C. Now insert the card. What is this? This is a micro? We have micros. Let's put in a 2 gig micro. Okay, now send C to continue. Send. Do I wish to test the buttons? Yes, I do. Send. The previous page button. Until I see OK. Maybe this is the previous page button? Or is it this? Or I don't know. I don't know which button it is. Hang on. Let's see what's marked. Let's see. Oh, it's this one. It's on this side because it's upside down. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, that worked. Next page. That worked. Okay, left on the D-pad. Yes. Down. Up. Right. Select. I think lock is up here. Neopixel. No, the Neopixel is not showing a yellow color. Hang on, let me switch back. Let's see what I'm doing here. So the Neopixel here should be showing a yellow color, and it is not. I think we need to redo that soldering. No. I don't know if I have headphones that will work right now. Let's skip that. The inline button, no. Microphone amplifier, no. Okay. Good. This is good news. Okay, let's fix the Neopixel, and then we'll move on to attaching the screen. That's the part I'm most excited about. Let me move some stuff around. Get this going. This is exciting. I was a little worried this was going to go rougher. Just because, I don't know, programming new chips for the first time is always a bit of a guessing game as to whether it's going to work. So, Alexa, turn on the soldering iron. Some tools out here. Find some tweezers. And I think I'm just going to replace that Neopixel entirely, rather than try and fix it. Okay. Yeah, it's true. I don't want to jinx myself, Octagon Cake. Good point. Man, this thing gets dusty. All right. I didn't test that the switcher is working. It might not be. Let's try. this again. Ha! Screw this up. Oh, it's just on. It's just a little bit unplugged. I am printing the third iteration of the case for this behind me. Had to make a few tweaks here and there. Okay, let's get this working. Oh, come on now. Don't fail me now. This is what you get for screwing around with it. I think I've got it plugged in the right way. There we go. Okay, Alexa, turn on the microscope.
Okay.
The printer is, I think, 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters by a bunch. It's a Creality CR10 SV2 Pro. It was working for a minute there. And now it's not. It worked once. I saw it. Oh, there we go. I think there's a bad connection here. Try this again. Dang nabbit. Wow, that the closed captions correctly captioned dang nabbit. I'm pretty impressed. Okay. Do not understand why the microscope switcher is not doing what it should. Let's give me 2 more minutes to fix this, and then we'll just manually do it if it doesn't want to play nicely. I took this apart to try and fit the board in the new case, and every time I do that, it always ends up a little bit broken. Or another. Okay. Let's get this working. Okay. I think that's doing something. Yes. Seems to be working now. I might have to build a little bit better way to hold this here. Okay. Also, these eyepieces are disgustingly dirty. Is that working? Gosh, dang it. There. Okay. All right, let's jump into this. Alexa, turn on the hot air.
Did you mean air filter?
No, turn on the hot air.
Okay.
All right. So it's this guy here. Let's find those replacements. Massive bin of parts. What do you? Okay. In here. I thought they were in one of these gray anti-static bags. Throwing stuff everywhere. Have its LEDs, but not the right ones. Good God. There we go. I got him. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a nicer setup than when I was in China. I looked at, in 2019, we worked really hard on building out a studio there, and it didn't quite work out. I hired a guy to help me do that and to be the head of operations for Change Parts, and it didn't quite work, and that was one of the things that didn't happen. So the plan was to do something like that, and yeah, we just didn't really get there. So anyway, it's really nice to have a good setup here. I'm really enjoying it. But I do miss the proximity to parts and factories and things. Alright, so I'm gonna use some hot air and some flux and pull the sucker off and just put on a new one for now. Okay. They're not super expensive and have extras, and sometimes just best to not screw around. These are pretty delicate, so if they don't work and there's not an obvious soldering problem. Alexa, turn on the soldering iron.
Okay.
Oh, she'd already done. Bardwidge, yes. Yes, sort of. Talk to me on Discord afterwards. If that's something you're interested in. I am looking for people to help, so yes. And for 1,000, I do think Vietnam is becoming a bigger place for factories. I actually had a trip to Vietnam planned right at the beginning of the pandemic. That was what I was going to do in like February or March. So I want to go check that out. I think there is interesting stuff going on there, and I don't know what. So, but I keep hearing interesting things, both like everything from manufacturing to like software startups. So someone that I worked with at a startup a while ago is now doing startup things there. So yeah, like I think he's doing like investing and advising and things, not just he has a startup there. So that to me says there's some sort of interesting ecosystem thing at play that's happening. So I want to go check it out, and I will report back to you what I find. I've been to Vietnam before, but only briefly and only for 2 weeks, and only to the town of Da Nang. And it was during Tet, which is sort of like Chinese New Year, so everything was closed. It was a bizarre time to be there, and I was there with a big group of people. I was there with 20 or 30 people. Part of a thing called Hacker Paradise, which was sort of it was an organized trip for digital nomads or people who wanted to be digital nomads. And I sort of already was doing that, but it can sometimes be lonely being on the road. This was before Strange Parts. And so they organized a like-minded group of people, and sorted out accommodations, and we were all in one place. We were supposed to be there for the month, but one of the people that we were there with got in a motorcycle accident, and so a really serious motorcycle accident. And so I ended up spending most of my time there taking care of her. She ended up with a skull fracture. She ended up totally okay in the end, but it was quite the adventure. So I do not recommend getting a skull fracture in Vietnam. They had what they needed to keep her alive, but not a lot more. So, and they were way overwhelmed. So it was yeah, pretty intense thing. Let's see if I can tilt this scope again like I did last time to solder this so I can see better. Let's see if this will work. That might be tilted too much. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Kappa New Frog, this microscope was a little bit expensive because I got a 4K camera and a stand. I probably paid $700 or $800 for it. But I have a microscope very similar to it in China that I bought from the same person, Su Mei, in the electronics markets. That is about $300 and is a good like home setup with a camera. So it's trinocular, so it has eyepieces and a camera. So if you're looking for a microscope, that is a good. That's a good choice. If you type !microscope into the channel, it will point you at the video where I talked about that. Oh. And there's a link to buy it. But be warned, we're going into Chinese New Year, so there's going to be serious delays on anything shipped from China. I've been trying to hustle and get all my last orders in for any upcoming projects, because oh man, this is not going well. These are tricky to solder by hand. It's out. I'm feeling very jittery today. Okay, I think that'll work. Rest of these pins soldered up. How did she do it? Okay. Give that a shot. Octagon Cake, I would go lower than 300 for a scope that did not have a camera. So if you don't want a camera, you can go much lower than that. Yeah. What I would not do is if you want to solder under it, I would not get a USB microscope that does not have eyepieces. You really need the optical. So. Is that AMScope? Yeah, right. So I think that's too expensive for a microscope with no camera. I should find a good one from Su Mei that has. I should get Su Mei to give me a price on hers without the trinocular and without the camera, because I think it would be like sub 100 is my guess. Okay, let's plug this back in. Sort of still seeing the same thing, which is this sort of green glow, which worries me. All right. Okay, so what are we doing? Okay, we're gonna skip testing of the SD card slot. No testing buttons. And we're having the same problem. Huh. Okay. Troubleshooting. Wheel? We're getting a small green glow. Yeah, I forget exactly what I paid for the parts, because I bought 2 sets of parts, and I didn't keep track. Yeah, Obsidian knows better than me. He's been sourcing it recently, too. Listen to him. Why is this not working? So we are getting some glow out of the green chip. Out of the green there. I wonder... Can't be bad soldering twice that has the exact same result, can it? Is there any debugging info here? Oop, what am I doing? Neopixel? Status LED for the bootloader. Okay. So there's a decoupling cap on it. Which is the cap that's probably right next to it. All right, let's look at the interactive bomb here, which I think will show us nets. Let's look. So we are looking down here at this thing. And I would like to see the nets. How do I see that? Ungrouped, grouped. There's a way to do this. Hold image. I think I can just click on individual pads or something. Let's look at the online bomb. Bomb. Nope, not that one. Where is it? This one? Kit space. Here we go. Thought this was showing me nets. Oh, Bluebird, I'm glad you're enjoying the music. I should turn it up a little bit for myself here. Yeah, I've been kind of digging this. It's similar to what we were listening to last time. It might be the same stuff we were listening to last stream. Okay. So I thought oh, here we go. Nets. Okay, what's on that net? This pin of the microcontroller. Okay, let's go poke around at that. It looks well soldered on there. I'm not seeing anything that looks wacky about it. It's very goopy below it. Clean that up a little bit, but I think that's just cosmetic. Sprays alcohol everywhere. Let me get cotton swab. What alcohol do you in? Really do need to at least get a fan. Yeah, I think it was just flux that was burned up there. A little bit of clumped up stuff here, but I don't think there's anything actually wrong with it. Okay. That's 3v3. Okay, we get to actually test power. We know we've got power. That shouldn't be an issue. But let's test some continuity and stuff. So... let's see. My very fancy multimeter here from Keysight. Very generous of them to give me one. They've been totally awesome in hooking me up with good tools. Hooked me up with this and an awesome oscilloscope and a really awesome benchtop power supply. Okay. I feel like that. Okay, yes. This should be the same as button. It is. What's next to it? Why is the microscope switcher not clearing here? You bugger. Why are you not working? Okay, I think it's working. Tomorrow, I'm glad you like my whooshing hair. Tomorrow, I have a haircut appointment. Now that my vaccine has fully taken effect, I feel safe enough to go in and get a haircut. I'm still gonna mask up, but go get a haircut, proper haircut, and a beard trim. So I'm quite excited about that. It'll be my first real haircut in 9 months. Not a home haircut. So that is exciting. And then I'm gonna shoot this video that I have been holding out on. And we'll be off to the races on YouTube again. Okay. What is this pin? It's just a random... I don't know what this is. Random unnamed net. Yes? And what's the last one? Ground. Which is there? Well, it sure is acting like it's okay. Oh, I guess I'm testing this while the circuit's on. It's probably not a great idea. Let's try that again with everything off. We don't have any shorts between pins. Okay. Okay, let's check ground again. Yes. Well, what's this pin? One, I'm not. Where'd it go? This pin here. Supposedly that pin there. That's not working. But it's an unnamed net, and it's connected to a bunch of weird stuff. Looks like it's somewhat of a ground. I think it's data out. Actually, go look at the pinout of this thing. Well, I think that looks good. I'm going to clean it up with some alcohol, so you can fully see it. It's possible the LED's wrongly oriented, but it's sitting in the silk screen and the pads are only on one side, so I don't really understand how it would work if it was supposed to be the other way around. Double check it. Let's look at another one of these. Well, pull another one out. Oh, I see the notch difference. Yes, I see what you're saying. No, wait, no. What is going on there? I do see the notch difference now, yes. Surely you don't put it upside down, though. No. Yeah, I see that. Let's look at the other bomb. Because that one is the wrong version. It just has nets in it. I see how it is, but if I rotate it, the only way I could get the corner in that corner would be to flip it over upside down. Surely isn't what I'm supposed to do. Let's try plugging it in again. So we're getting sort of a faint green light out of it. And a little bit of red. Which is what we would need to get yellow. It's just not very bright. Let's measure that we're getting power. No. Yes, we are. Yep. We're getting about 3.3 volts, so that'd be right. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, should be showing a yellow color. I mean, not really. Huh. Is there an assembled photo of this? Oh. Did I get the right one? That's another possibility. I just got the wrong part. I got it from Mouser. Maybe Malarkey, thank you for subscribing with Prime. That's really awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. It is important and really helps me do projects like this one. Wait, I just saw it. Here it is. It is an Inolux. Manufacturer part number. IN PI 42TASPRP GPB. Yeah. Let's look at the data sheet. Is there actually a... Okay, let's find a data sheet. Huh. Wait, are there links here? Data sheet. Rambling Geek, thank you for subscribing with Prime. That's awesome. And Bardwidge, thank you so much for gifting 2 subscriptions to Patrick and Seichi. That's awesome. Thank you. And we've got a little bit of a hype train going on here. Bardwidge, thank you for the hydration reminder as well. I'm just seeing that now. I will take you up on that. Cheers. Let's see if I can get some of that sludge at the bottom back in suspension here. Delicious. Baby Marky, thanks. I'm glad you enjoy my videos. And yeah, I've been doing well. Oh, perfect. Honoris. Let's look at an image of it finished here. Is there? Oh, yes. Oh, we're totally doing it wrong. Okay, I'm totally doing it wrong. Yes, I see now. It's supposed to be on edge. Duh. Oh, is Johnny in here? Oh, sorry. I was thinking Joey. Johnny, good catch, Johnny. Thank you. Yes, Johnny, thank you very much. And thank you for signal boosting that, Honoris. All right. Let's pull this off and put it on right. Because that is not right. All right. It should work much better if it's... Yeah. We do indeed have it on backwards. Backwards and sideways. Hardwitch, thank you for the bits. And Kadrion, thank you for the bits. That's awesome. And Seichi, thank you for the bits as well. All sorts of bits. Come on, melt the solder already. Let's get on with this show. Let's go. Okay. So, let's get a new one so it's clean, not covered in crap and slightly melted. And try this again. Third time's a charm, right? Let's clean this up. Kappa New Frog, it's because I had it on backwards and sideways, and yeah. I gotta get it facing the right way. I had misunderstood how it was supposed to sit on there. Not just rotation in one plane, but several planes. Okay, so it is supposed to face the edge like this, like that. I'm just gonna make it trickier to solder, but I think we'll make it work better. Believe it or not. Yeah, Octagon Cake, I don't really know, except that these are edge-lit LEDs, so I probably should have known better myself. That was what was intended. All right, here we go. Let's do it right. This thing in focus. Here we go. Oh no. Package didn't come yet, but they let the next shift at the guard check now. What's going on? Maybe it will still come today later. Don't know. Okay. I have found that sometimes being tricky about the angle at which you are looking at something through the microscope can help considerably. I don't know if I'm able to do this. This might be a solder paste. Moment. These are hard to work with. Oh, that is soldered down, I guess. Yes, I got it. What am I going to do here? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not really able to get the solder underneath here. So let's do some paste. Why is this stuck down? Okay, I'll get this off. Well, come on, go. There we go. Sometimes you just have to yell it. Okay, I'm getting rid of that one too, because it's no longer pristine. I want this to look nice if we're going to spend all this time on it. Okay. Solder paste. Let's clean this up. It's pretty gunky. It's better. Okay. Get rid of a little bit of the drier paste tip. Okay. See, this is why I don't like putting on solder paste with a syringe. That was totally way too goopy and wet. I also don't refrigerate my paste, so that might be part of the issue. Let's squirt a bunch out. Okay. Let's see if this is better. Look, get the tip really clean. Let's see. Fix this. No. Take it all off and start again. Larg. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. Maybe a little bit on the light side, but I think it's going to be okay for this. Transfer's clean. Clean mouse pads up. I think I might do this still with the soldering iron, not the hot air. Just hit each pad individually. Okay. Now, let's get a new chip. Clean and pristine. And we'll put it on correctly this time. How novel. Whoa. Gosh dang it. I'm clumsy today. Okay, here we go. That's looking pretty good. Okay, let's see if we can hit that with some heat. Soldering iron tip. Getting there. What's going on? You guys can't see it? Oh, you can't see it. Oh, sorry. Here. Yeah, sorry about that. I do need a better alarm system. Okay. Just trying to get a little bit more solder in here. There we go. That is entirely too much on the end, though. That might work. Let's try this. Okay, I'm putting down more liquid flux here. One more time. Yeah, good. Okay, that was an abundance of caution, but I think it will work properly now. Let's try it. Okay. Pull up the testing console. Okay. Here. So we can skip the SD card test and the buttons. Hey! Except it's not really what I would call yellow. It looks more green to me, but I think if we look at it under the microscope, it is both green and red, so I think we're good. I want to call that yellow. Hooray! Yes, it passes that test. I think we're good. Sweet. Success! It turns out that things work better when you put them on the way they're supposed to go. Oh, wait, sorry, camera. Good catch. Thank you, DJ Marlis. Whoa, that was super bright. I like the Flux pen now that I've been using it a bit. I am not going to give up using like a proper syringe of Flux either. I like the tackier Flux for some stuff, but I like having both options. Yeah. Ooh, drop an anecdote or a piece of trivia. I have to think about that. Trying to think. Rosa Van Winkle, I am drinking a concoction of dried powdered greens and lemon juice and water. It sounds gross, but it's actually tastes better than it sounds. Look at one of these LEDs. It's kind of a bit of trivia. Let me get one. Put here. So this here is one of them smart LEDs. Let's talk a little bit about how they work. As my chair gradually sinks. Let me get this in focus here. Hang on. Get this all set up. So, where is it? Ooh, that one's kind of yucky looking. It's not quite so yucky on top. So I want to talk about what's going on inside. That's a little better. So, I was thinking that we would talk about how these are made. So, I'm not an LED expert, but what I did want to talk about is the bond wires. So this here, these are smart LEDs, which means they have a smart piece of excuse me, silicon. They have a small integrated circuit inside them. A dumb LED just has, three bit of phosphor, light emitting diode chunks, and a smart LED, and you just run current through each. So if you have an RGB LED that's dumb, it has 4 legs. It has a common either anode or cathode, and then 3 pins, one for red, one for green, one for blue. This one you actually send a digital signal to. So it only has 4 pins. Well, it still has 4 pins, but it has a power and ground, and then data in and data out. And so then it has an integrated circuit inside that is here, that does the logic that reads in the digital signal and figures out, okay, what color should I be? How much should each of these elements be turned on, right? And the way these are connected together, so this is the raw piece of silicon. And so that's, a robot will pick and place that into this package here. And these big pads go out to legs not the 4 legs, but there are, so one of these are probably either power or ground here, and then that's probably data in. There's probably a power pad here, and then this is data out, something like that. And what's connecting them together is wire bonds, and those are quite cool. It is sort of like soldering a wire between here and here, except it's so small that solder doesn't really work. So instead, they do ultrasonic bonding. So they have a really, really fine wire. These look like they're probably gold. And it will ultrasonically weld the end of that wire onto the pad here, and then we'll stretch it out and we'll ultrasonically weld it down here. And it's actually, believe it or not, something you can do by hand with the right machine. It's a combination microscope and pantograph that reduces, most pantographs scale up your movement. This pantograph scales down your movement, so you can make bigger movements to position the wire exactly right. And you can use that for prototypes and things. And yeah, so wire bonding is very cool. There are wire bonds inside pretty much every integrated circuit, unless it's like a flip chip BGA that connects the actual silicon inside to the legs. And then this will be buried under a whole bunch of plastic epoxy. So how's that for an anecdote? Oh, or a bit of trivia. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I would like to do something with wire bonds at some point here. Wire bonding. Stuart, my friend from Shenzhen, bought a wire bond machine, manual wire bond machine that he bought used for like $500 in Shenzhen, and was playing around with it. I played around with it a little bit, and I wanted to get one too, and it just didn't have time and focus. So yes, I know Sam Zaloof, actually. I've met him a couple times at SuperCon. Sam's awesome. Very, very cool guy. He is really into, he's in college now, but when he was in high school, he built out a full silicon chip lab in his garage and was making his own chips and was one of the very few hobbyists to have done that. So yeah, really, really nice guy and very, very knowledgeable and very open to share, which is awesome. So yeah, I'd love to show a factory doing wire bonding, and then I'd like to show you me trying to do it myself. I want to do both of those things. So yeah, I think the Raspberry Pi Pico is quite cool. I'd like to try one out. I need to get my hands on one. They're sold out from what I can tell. All right, what are we doing? I think I'm like rearranging windows madly over here, and probably shouldn't be doing that. I think we should get back to making this ebook work. Yeah, Rambling Geek, I mean, there's always a role for things that don't have Wi-Fi. So at $4 a piece, yeah, plenty of things you can do with it. Oh, that's interesting. The upcoming Arduino has Wi-Fi. Huh, cool. If the ebook works, I have to read you a bedtime story. We'll see about that. Okay, what are we doing? Installing the e-paper display. Oh, we have to burn the font data. Okay. Use my computer to copy babel.bin to the SD card file. I can do that. Insert that in my reader here. And let's see. All right. Where do we get babel.bin from? Download it here. Okay, I got it. Yes. Okay, let me put that on this SD card. Eject it. Yes, please, on the bedtime stories. Okay, I'll see what I can do. I could read you the children's bedtime story about the networking diagnostic tool. The story of Ping, the duck, as an allegory for sending packets out in the world. All right. Burning font data. Okay, put the SD card in. Okay, and then we got to do a thing. So we're going to open another sketch here. Examples. You don't. Does nobody know about the story of Ping as an allegory about networking diagnostics? Yeah. So this is the story about Ping. I don't know if you grew up reading this, but I did, and little did I know that it was teaching me about networking. So Ping, this is a review left on this book. Ping the Magic Duck. Using deft allegory, the authors have provided an insightful and intuitive explanation of one of Unix's most venerable networking utilities. Even more stunning is that they were clearly working with a very early beta of the program, as their book first appeared in 1933, years or decades before the operating system and network infrastructure were finalized. The book describes networking in terms even a child could understand, choosing to anthropomorphize the underlying packet structure. The ping packet is described as a duck who, with other packets, more ducks, spends a certain amount of time on the host machine, the wise-eyed boat. At the same time every day, I suspect this is scheduled under cron, the little packets, aka ducks, exit the boat by way of a bridge. A bridge. From the bridge, the packets travel onto the internet, here embodied by the Yangtze River. The title character, or packet, is called Ping. Ping meanders around the river before being received by another host, another boat. He spends a brief time on the other boat, but eventually returns to his original host machine, the wise-eyed boat, somewhat the worse for wear. If you need a high-level overview of the Ping utility, this is the book. I can't recommend it for most managers, as the technical aspects may be too overwhelming and the basic concepts too daunting. So, you should all read Ping. The story about Ping. Juris Hacker, thank you for subscribing. This is your 3rd month, which means I've been doing this for 3 months, which is surprising and amazing. Okay, let's plug this thing in. All right. I hope that review is funny to at least somebody else who read that book when they were a kid. What are we doing here? Let's close some things. Okay, sketches. It has been a good 3 months, Jurasecker. I have been really enjoying streaming. It's really brought me some new vigor and life. Okay, examples. I think it's the book flash? No, it's Burn Babel Burn. Oh, it's under Babel. Burn Babel Burn. Okay, and then we hit go. Okay, yes. And then open the serial monitor. Do I have to hit? What's going on here? Done. Wow. Okay, upload. A book about Microsoft, Dante's Inferno. Yes. Timber, thank you for continuing the gift subscription you got from BoxKid. That's really awesome. Thank you. Okay. That worked, I think. Let's see what this did. Image writing utility. Oh, E to erase the chip, and then W to write. Okay, so E, erasing chip, W to write. Timber, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're liking what I'm doing here. Verifying. Verification failed. Let's try that again. E to erase. Right. Huh. Oh, there we go. My security, yes, I am restarting YouTube videos. I am getting a haircut tomorrow, and then I'm gonna shoot probably Wednesday. So there may or may not be a live stream on Wednesday, depending on how that goes. Okay, let's try verify again. Verification failed, bugger. Okay, might be a bad SD card. Let's try again. Oh yeah, Obsidian, there are going to be continuity errors. Yeah, for sure. I don't know what I'm going to do about the USB-C footage that I've shot. Yeah, Timber, I have some Aussieisms. I spent 6 months traveling there, so I have picked up a few things. It's a long time ago, but yeah. Okay, let's try a different SD card. Because that is definitely a dodgy one. And I've got some proper SanDisks ones, so. It's a dodgy, like, Chinese market one. So who knows? Who knows what errors it could be introducing? Okay. Yeah, I think baud rate is correct. We're not actually sending things from the computer when we're flashing it. We're sending it from one chip to the other chip. So I don't think there's a way that that could be screwed up. The Dapper Whale, I would like to continue streaming even when I am traveling. I mean, I think I'm going to be based out of the US going forward and not be in China for the majority of the year like I was in the past, for a variety of reasons. And so I would like to stream while I am traveling. And I'm going to travel not just to China, but to other places. But we'll see. I don't think it is wise for me to live stream from the markets. I don't show everything in the markets. There are some things that are sensitive that if you're there in person or out in the open, but are not, people are not going to like me streaming them live or show it. People are not going to like me showing them in general. And so I'm very, very careful. Like we're careful in the edit to show things that would be okay to show and to not show things that would not be okay to show. So there's definitely a situation in China where there are a bunch of things that are like okay to do quietly, but not okay to do super publicly. And me posting it to YouTube is very public. So that's kind of, yeah. So I have live streamed a bit on Instagram while I was in China, but I generally do it outdoors. And it's possible that I could like live stream from a factory or something, but I probably would never walk directly into the markets and then stream from in there. So yeah, all 2600. Yeah, it's filming in Huacheng Bay is an adventure, and I have gotten very good at doing what I'm doing. I don't go out and get permission. I'm just very careful and discreet. I have filmed with Reuters in there, and we got permission, and it was a pain in the ass. We got hassled, and I filmed with Linus in there, I guess. And even though we were just using a phone and then audio gear, we still got hassled. So it's it's kind of the market's kind of playing like cover your ass about people doing things that may not be letter of the law legal. And so they're kind of like, they basically just have like a no camera policy to cover for vendors. So yeah, it's, I don't know. And the thing is, like, you don't always know what's okay and what's not okay. It's taken me a long time to understand it, and I still run stuff by Chinese people to make sure that I have, you know, knowledge of the markets to make sure that I'm not missing something. So, yeah, it's tricky. Okay, let's try to verify. Verification failed. Dang it. Let's try again. Verification failed, man. I don't know what to do here. Yeah, timber for sure. People are definitely like, if you shove a camera in their face, definitely freaks people out. In general, most places you go, India being the exception. Indian people seem very eager to be on camera. So, Indian culture is very bold in many ways. So, well. No, I don't think it's the SD card because we've tested the SD card already. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm not showing the screen. Here, this is what we're seeing. I'm getting verification failed. One option, no, it's not the SD card reader because we tested that and it tested fine. So if anything, it is, I think this is writing to the flash, so it could be the flash circuit being bad, or I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to just forge ahead and see what happens. Let's do that. Okay, let's. Yeah, I don't know if the SD card needs to be formatted in some way. I didn't see anything in here about it. Yeah, I'm erasing before every write. Yeah. Good night, noise pollution. Okay. I think we should just forge on and see what happens. So, file examples, open book, screen test. Examples, open book, screen test. Man, the amount of code that Joey wrote here is impressive. I guess these aren't huge, but still, like, he's built a lot of support infrastructure around this project. Quite cool to see. Yeah, I think the SD card is FAT32. Okay, that didn't work. There. What's going on? Let's try this again. It's not showing up anymore? What happened? Oh. But it's not doing anything. Did I kill it? No, it's a new cable. Huh. I did pop out the SD card while it was on. Surely that's not a problem, right? I don't know. So the enable switch is here, which I've been fiddling with. But I should be getting a red light up here. I don't know. Weird. That's not cool. Should we try reflashing the bootloader? Oh, what else to try? Let's try that. Because it ain't showing up. Okay, still reading. That's good. Let's try erasing it and starting over. Okay, erased. Program. Verify. Verified. Okay. Well, it's back. The right lights are on again, so it's back. That was a little unnerving. Let's try again. I did something it didn't like. Talarain, I'm glad you're enjoying the music. I'm liking this track too. Okay, that worked. Okay. So, we've done that. Unplug it. Okay. Get out e-ink display. Which I have. Okay. Let's get rid of some stuff here. Clean up a little. At least push things off camera. Which is different than clean, but the appearances of clean. Thread this through the hole, like so. Ooh, this is gonna be a little tricky. Okay. Hang on, let's figure out this connector. I think this is a slidey connector. Yes. Okay. It doesn't come with a case. I mean, when you buy this thing, it really only comes with the board. The circuit board is really all I bought from Joey, and then I bought everything else separately. I think there is a design for a 3D printed case. This is not simple. I feel like there are two little tabs that are very much getting in my way there. Get this thing to slide in.
I'm tempted to just cut them off, but I suspect they might be there for a reason. Okay, I got it. I don't know if that's quite in enough. Hang on. Let me get out some soft tweezers. Oh, I broke it. Slid it out too far. Okay. Can I get that back in there? Seems like it should go. Okay. I think I got it back together. Okay. I'm gonna grab some metal tweezers, maybe, but rounded ones. These guys. Oh, my iFixit toolkit. Juris Hacker, thank you for giving 5 subscriptions, gift subscriptions. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. If you got a gift from Juris Hacker, please thank them. But thank you from me. It is very generous. Man, I feel like I should cut off these 2 little tabs. I think I'm gonna do that. Unless that's what holds the cable in. Oh. Gosh. Not easy. Something Creative, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Welcome to being a stranger. Oh, pokey ones. Oh. Boy, I don't want to mutilate this. I'm worried I'm gonna like rip this cable. Got it in once. Oh, good luck getting it again. Yeah. zip connectors stands for zero insertion force, and I feel like that is not really accurately describing what's happening right now. No, it doesn't. I'm doing the right thing. It does not flip up. It is the two little tabs on this that are giving me the shits. Well, I'm going to try cutting these. I don't know how to get it in any other way. And if that turns out that breaks the connector, then so be it. I'll replace it. Oops. That's one side. Okay. That's going in much easier now. Question is, once I slide it and lock it, is it actually going to hold it? Yep. Perfect. That was the right thing to do. Okay. So I think we can just have this sit out. Ooh, that's a nice design that folds out like that. Okay. Okay, cool, DJ Marlis. Yeah. Okay, what are we supposed to do? Thread it through. Boot it up. Hey! It works! That's pretty sweet. Awesome! Secure the screen to the front side of the open book with double-sided tape. We have that. Somewhere. I had a roll. I have some stop tape we can use. Wait, what's in here? Probably. I have a roll. Some sort of tape on the building. This. Well, this is a different flavor of snot tape. We'll use that. Okay. So this is what's cool about e-ink, is that when you power it off, it still retains the image. It only uses power to refresh. It's pretty darn cool. Ooh, you can see it from the back side. The reverse. That's pretty nifty. Okay. So I'm gonna put, let's see if I can get this. Sort of workable way here. So cutting the screen. Okay. That's pretty good. This is called snot tape because it has the consistency of snot. Oh, okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, I think there are some pretty big e-ink screens now. I looked it up on one of the previous streams, Barnacles asked, and we found out that like the biggest right now is 42 inches. So, yeah, I don't know what the prices are, but it might be cost prohibitive, but does exist. Okay. Let's go. Ooh. It's not quite blind. Gonna work. There we go. Oh, that's pretty sexy. Take off the cover. Oh, that looks really nice. Very, very sexy. This is a really cool project. Ugh, I got snot all over my desk. Yeah, I gotta deal with it. It's a big goopy mess over here. Yo. This is why they call it snot tape. Yes, cause yeah. Taking reps. It comes up with alcohol, so no harm, no foul. Obsidian, thank you for the bits. It is looking good. It's looking real good. Okay. All right. Let's put some real software on it. Okay. Isn't there like a... We've done the screen test. Okay. What now? Looking at instructions. Controls. Oh, here's case options. 3D printable case. Or laser cutting. Oh, interesting. From Ben Krasnow's video. Ben is, what, Applied Science? Very cool channel. If you don't know about Ben, go check Ben out. Ben does amazing things. Ben makes the stuff I do look like child's play. Okay, how do I get some software on here that does a thing? Let's see, open book, examples. Quotes demo, MV book. Heart of Darkness TensorFlow. Let's try MV book. What is this? MV book. Upload. Oops. Let's plug it in. Next steps. Okay, I got it. Thank you, DJ Marlis. Next steps. Zip file called books.zip. Includes a Python script called bookbinder that formats the books. And then open MV book sketch. Okay, we're doing the right thing. Except I didn't program properly. Let's try that again. Here.
Couldn't find port. It does appear to be stuck. Try that again. The same problem as before. Might have to reflash again. It's not showing up. Weird. Okay. Third time's the charm. Let's go back to Windows. Let's see. I want to put down. I don't want to put this face down on the desk and have it get scratched up. Okay. Oop. We need to power it up. Oops. Erase. Oh man, that sucks, Viper, that Ben's lab got broken into. I'm glad they didn't get anything of real value, but that's shitty. Okay, erase, program. Oh, I guess it erases before programming. Yeah, Ben seems like a very upbeat guy in general. I wonder if there are moments of extreme frustration off camera, but yeah, I met him once briefly, and yeah, he seems like a nice guy. Nice guy, very, very positive. Okay, I think we're back to working again. Switch back to the Mac and try and re-upload this for the umpteenth time. Okay, that's better. Okay. Hey, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so now we got to put some files in it, huh? So, how does that work? Okay, let's go to next steps. Hang on. Next steps, MV book. Okay. All right, let's get this. So let's see. Yeah, we'll download that. Hang on, let me get some stuff squared away here. Let's unplug the JLink so that this can sit flat. And I need to find doing things. Okay. Let's clone this repo. Which is the Babel library that I guess Joey wrote. And then there's supposedly a Python file in here somewhere. No. Oops. Start up. Okay. I think it's this. So Babel convert. And then let's see. We need to downloads. Let's see. Let me just unzip it. Books. What books did we get? I don't know. Okay, what are we supposed to do here? Python convert. Download books. We'll give it a book, probably. What's the path on this again? That's just books. Books. Hunger. possibly Python 3. There we go. What would I like to do? I don't know what I'd like to do. Am I doing the right thing at all? Bookbinder, not convert. No, it's not in there. What repo is it in? Oh, that links to totally the wrong thing. Okay, that's a broken link. Maybe it's in the other repo. We'll clone that to this. Viper, happy Australia Day. And happy birthday. And congrats on the job. That's awesome. You must be feeling pretty good right now. Okay. There we go. Let's see what this thing is all about. Bookbinder. Okay, and then I think we give it... Ooh, this must be Python 3. Can we pass in a file? Downloads, books, hunger. Hunger. I don't know what it is, so... Hang on, let's figure out what it is. Dunno. Maybe it's already converted. Let's go read the thing again, more carefully. Oh, it also includes... Okay, we don't need to do any of this. Yay for Scotty and reading comprehension. Let's get the SD card. Put that in the computer. And try this again. Okay. Let's get rid of babel.bin. And let's try this. Okay. So, checked. Whoa. Shot it across the room. All right. There we go. Okay. It's possible it really doesn't like having an SD card taken in and out while it's running. Cool. Got stuff in Russian, French, German. Paul's case. Awesome. This is really sweet. So there's forward and back buttons here or here. You can use either. That's really sweet. I love it. Is there a menu? It just takes us back out to there. That's quite cool. Hang on, let me demo this up close and personal. So I don't have a battery for it. I need to get one. I didn't realize that was something I needed to source here. But make it a little bigger. Yeah, so you can select from the menu. These are arrow keys here. So this is the only one in English. Let's select that using the middle button.
And then you can read through, and it even remembered my place. And then there are buttons here and here that should be forward and back to you. That is very cool. I love it. Oop, I've lost my connection to chat here. Oh. Oh, my network cable came unplugged on the Mac. I wondered why y'all were quiet. Seems like the stream's still going though. There we go. Awesome. My AOCAT, I think it's just a matter of voltage. It's just the right connector. That's the battery connector, and then a 3.3 volt lithium-ion battery should do the trick. They have Joey has a suggestion on battery though. Let's see what it suggests. That's pretty sweet. That's very satisfying to build. I don't think there's a way to do a backlight. I don't really know. I think you have to have a sort of a special e-ink screen design for that. I don't know how you would do that. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, so it's just a simple like LiPo pouch. 3.7 volt, 400 milliamps. No big deal. I'll grab one of those after the stream's over. Ah! Something creative. This isn't a kit. You order the board and then you order the parts separately. So the parts you get from whatever your electronics distributor is. I got these from a mixture of DigiKey and Mouser. And then you order the e-ink screen from a supplier in China. And then you order the board from Joey. So yeah, I do think we should print the case. There is a recommended or a suggested case design here. Let's look at it. Cool. Yeah, we should totally do that. I should totally do that. That looks great. Download. What? Why do I have to have an account? That's lame. Lame. Oh, it's already... Oh, I can use... Oh. Let's sign in. I think I can use my normal Autodesk account. Try not to do that. Not to leak my password in the process. Password. Paste. Stay signed in. Sure. Oh, and it's forcing a password reset? Lame. Autodesk. Lame, lame, lame. How do I generate a new password? I use LastPass for everything. It's nice. Okay, here's a new password. Save. I'm just reading what you're pasting, DJ Marlis. Yeah,
That all sounds reasonable. All right, let's save this password before I forget to. Autodesk. Edit. Dang it. Save. Okay, I'm gonna clear my piece buffer. Where is it? Clear all. Clear. Okay. Now I can show you what I'm doing. Yeah. Download. STL is fine. Yes. Fly 3D. Let's remove those. Right. Well, that's a little weird that all three are in there, and ugh, this is not going to work properly, I don't think. Nope. Okay, we need to break those up. Yeah, that's lame. That needs to be 3 parts. Ugh. All right, let's pull them in here. Never used Tinkercad before. What can we do? Export 3D prints. That doesn't help. Selected shapes. You need to select something. Okay, let's select one at a time. Export STL. Open book case 1. Export STL 2. Export STL 3. All right. Imports. Downloads. Open bookcase. Sounds like open bookcase. That's better. All right. Those are sitting down properly. Just sure. Seems reasonable. I'm gonna make this thing solid, not 20%. I've got PETG in there right now, but I might choose something else. Maybe we'll do strange parts red PLA, or it's just red. It's not really strange parts red. Okay. I don't think we need support for this design. Let's just see how this slices. Oh, only 3 hours. That's cool. Takes less time to print than the case for the microscope switcher. That looks good. We could probably make this put this on high quality. So we guarantee it takes longer. There we go. Let's do that. The other option is to make it out of glow-in-the-dark blue, which would be quite fun. Open book case. Yeah, sweet. I'll get that printed up. I'll show that off on the next stream here. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I could add a glowing logo. That would be fun.
There's, I wonder if there's a way to use the Neopixel that's down at the bottom. There's Neopixel here, but yeah. We'll put a logo down here and have the logo be over this. That would be cool. This is a quite cool project. I hope Joey is very proud of his design. Yeah, this is really a special thing. I hope he has more boards in stock soon. Last time I looked, yeah, out of stock. Take a break until February 3rd. So maybe on the 3rd, they'll be back in stock. Hopefully. Hopefully if he's having these made in China, hopefully he beat the Spring Festival, Chinese New Year shutdown. So the Kindle has an LED backlight. That's the Paperwhite feature. But you can totally use it with external lighting. So I really like my Paperwhite. And I tend to go through them. I tend to lose one every year or two. I tend to leave them under my pillow at hotels. So it's unfortunate. And then usually they don't, I've had people mail them back to me, but they don't ever catch up with me traveling because I didn't really have a permanent address they could send them to. So I like have them send it, I left one on a kayaking trip I went on with my parents, my folks, and they very graciously, the place we stayed at the beginning of our trip while we were prepping our gear, graciously sent it back to us, but they sent it to my folks, and I never was in the same place as it at the same time and didn't have a place for my folks to ship it. That made sense. So anyway, the difficulties of traveling all the time, that is one of them, is it is hard to get stuff sent to you. So this ebook reader takes a special format that you have to run a script to convert text to this. So anyway, let's post some links here. So this is the place to buy this here. The first link is what you want to look at. It's sold out right now, but you can buy it soon. Yeah, Octagon Cake, the problem is that I'm never in a single place long enough. So, you have to be in a place for a week or two for stuff to get to you. So, yeah. John Grizzly, we're gonna print a 3D printer case. We just looked that up. So, yeah. Yeah, Dear Green, I think it's a way to support the maker who designed this. Obviously, you could get a PCB fabbed for a bit less, but this is a way to support Joey and all of the work he put into designing this. So, at the end of the day, I think we figured out it comes to like $70 or $80 in parts, including the PCB, which is pretty freaking reasonable for an ebook. So, this is not the type of project you should do if you're just trying to save money. You should do it because you're excited about it, excited about supporting the people that made it, and yeah. Sorry, that's my sort of default response on how much does it take to make X, particularly iPhones. I get very tired of that question of how much does it cost to make it? Can you make one for me if I give you the money? And it's like, well, one, my time costs money, and two, like, if you just need a phone, go buy a used phone, Like, the reason to do this is curiosity and learning and, the possibilities for what you can modify and things like that. It's not just to make cheap electronics. So you're always going to be able to make cheaper electronics at scale in a factory than you are in sort of a hobbyist, one-off sort of way. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my cynical rant. Yeah. Yes, Obsidian, thanks for the clarification. It is
Yes, you buy all the parts separately. I'm not actually sure that what Durgreen was trying to say is that it was too expensive. Thanks, Octagon Cake. Yeah, don't tell that to Twitter. My DMs are like, half of my DMs are like, can you buy me a cheap phone? And it's just something that does not interest me at all. I don't want to be a phone broker. Sulo, I'm not sure I have any ideas off the top of my head, but maybe somebody in chat does. Bluebird, who is that? Is that Ben over at Applied Science? Because I think he's made a scanning electron microscope. I'm not gonna say anything more on that thought. I have exciting things coming up. Stay tuned. Okay, cool. I thought that was something he did a while ago. Is that something he's doing recently? I haven't actually gone and looked at that. Applied Science.
Playing from Scotty's MacBook.
Don't play from Scotty's MacBook. I don't actually know. Applied Science. Scanning electron microscope. Oh, this is like 9 years ago. So, yes. It is quite cool. I've met Ben once, and he knows a lot of people that I know. So, good night, Rambling Geek. I think I'm gonna start winding down here too. I've been going for about not quite 3 hours, and we've had a lot of success. This is the whoop. What did I do? I hit reset. Ooh, that's cool. Is that the lock button? It is. Oh, that's lovely. How do I get to wake back up, though? Press another. Oh, I press another button. Oh, that's interesting. How do I get it out of landscape mode? Huh. I don't know what to do about that. Let's try power cycling it. Slide the power switch? What's the power switch do? That just disables things. Oop. Now let's turn it back on. Oops, sorry. Yeah, it is time to read the manual. I don't do nearly enough of that on this stream. Or on this channel. While I am streaming. That's what I mean to be saying. I'm also not doing a good job holding this in front of the camera. Okay, there we go. It's interesting that this then comes on. And then it goes to yellow. I don't really get what's going on there. Huh. Yeah, and then it appears rotated. I wonder if that's a bug. Anyway. Oop. I lost my headphones. Must be out of power.
So that's OpenBook. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Dirt Green, I don't read German. That's just the sample books. I don't know if there's an accelerometer. Nosh? I was thinking that too. I don't think there is one. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna wind down the stream here. This was a good one. It's always great to get projects working and complete them. So, what is the next project? That's a good question. I have parts for the USB-C iPhone coming in today and tomorrow and Wednesday. So that's coming up. I'm going to be doing some shooting on a project that I haven't talked about publicly yet. For YouTube. We need to sort of finish up the robot situation, I think. And yeah. And then I probably need to start teeing up some other projects. Yeah. I don't really have much of a Home Assistant dashboard, Panda Boy. Most of it's going through Amazon, through Alexa. So, see ya, Bluebird. See ya, DJ Marlis. Yes, I am definitely going to do a keyboard project in the future. Probably 2 keyboard projects in the future. So that will come up too. So, yeah. I'm going to try and stream again on Wednesday at the same bat time, same bat hour. That seems to be working well. I may cancel that in order to finish shooting the next video for the main channel on Strange Parts. So, yeah. If I do cancel that, I'll try and do something Thursday, otherwise Friday. So, stay tuned. I will update the schedule on Twitch once I know, and also Discord. So come and hang out with us in Discord if you aren't already. Let's drop a link for that here. A lot of the people you're seeing in chat here are in Discord, and lots more conversation there, not just about stuff I'm working on, but about stuff that everybody else is working on, and sharing cool discoveries and things like that. So if you haven't followed the channel yet, make sure to follow down below so you get notifications of the next stream. But for now, I'm going to sign off. Take care, stay safe, and I'll hopefully see you Wednesday, if not Thursday or Friday. I'll see you soon. Have a good night. Or day, wherever you are.